kids. This is Tokyoku Cosplay. I need Chem.
They are currently not on my deletion list because they do have magic within them.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go.
Welcome to Not Another Nerdy Podcast, episode number 10. My name is Tom Van Zant. I am your host. With me, as always, are my magical and my metal co-hosts, Mr. D-Rock, Derek Metris.
What up?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Oh, yeah. And all the way from Oregon, the man who brings the money, Mr. J Money.
Derek, Tom, New England.
I knew you'd come.
Money. I'm very happy you could make it. I wasn't sure you were going to be on this episode because you're out on the other side of the country.
I mean, I literally walk outside and I get a contact high from all the marijuana.
Yeah, it's pretty legal out there, huh?
100%.
Nice. Well, nice for people who wish to and can partake. I, of course, being a CDL truck driver, cannot. So even if I wanted to.
It's more difficult to get gas here than marijuana.
Is it? Well, I'm sure we'll talk all about that. But first, how was your week, Derek Metris?
All I did is fucking work all week.
Yeah, working hard, hardly working?
Still in the middle of the President's Day weekend here at the dealership, so it's pretty insane.
Yeah, I bet. Monday is probably like the busiest day of the year for you, huh?
Mm-hmm. One of the top 5, probably.
Would you sell like 25 cars in one day?
Yeah, we usually do 20 at least on that day.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hopefully if I sell them all.
Yeah, right? You'd be having a hell of a toy hunt on Thursday if you sold all those cars.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I should have a check coming my way.
Oh, yeah?
For what?
Got a referral? Little referral action coming?
Yeah, I should.
Nice.
Yeah, right. When you refer us some cool toys from Ross, maybe you'll get a check.
Ooh, what do you mean, Derek?
J Money decided to go to all these cool toy stores in Oregon and not get anything for Tom or Derek.
There are cool toy stores in Oregon, Money?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got a TIE Fighter for $16.
What?
Yeah, I don't do Star Wars.
Force Awakens TIE Fighter, $16 at
Oh,
Ross.
Nice. What is Ross? I've never heard of this.
It's like on Marshalls or TJ Maxx.
Oh, okay.
So you can find it, but they have a lot more toys.
Did they have the AT-AT that you've been eyeballing?
No, unfortunately, they didn't have that. They had that at a Toys R Us out here, and it was still $300.
Fuck that.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no thank you.
Do they have any mini-mates there?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's not a mini-mate guy. He's not. Did you pick up any Lego Batman stuff while you were out there?
Yeah, I got some more blind bag. I'm down to one. I just need one.
Nice. Which one you missing?
The pencil guy?
Eraser?
Yeah.
I'll get him for you.
I was actually at the Lego store, and the girl behind the counter told me that they do trades.
Well, there you go.
So she's like, who do you need? And I said, I need a Joker. And she looked in the back, and she says, we have a Joker, so just buy any blind bag, and we'll just trade you the Joker for whoever you get.
That's nice.
So I did that, and I got my Joker.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They had a Lego store out there, huh?
Yeah, there's a big fancy mall. It's kind of like the equivalent of the Natick Mall back out home.
Right. Is that where you got the picture of the 1960s Batcave Lego set?
Sure is.
I saw you posted that. You've actually been very active this weekend on the Not Another Nerdy page and on Twitter. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks, Tom. I had to buy 2 external batteries so my phone wouldn't die.
Both the Facebook page and Twitter have been blowed up, and Instagram. And how would people, if they wanted to check all that information out and see all those photos of your Wizard World trip, how would they do that, Money? How would they find you on social media?
Well, you can go on Facebook.com/NotPodcast1.
Magic.
Go on the Instagram.
Magic.
Go on Twitter and just look for @NotPodcast1.
Magic.
And Snapchat as well, NotPodcast1.
Magic.
You are so money and you don't even know.
Yeah, buddy. Awesome.
I've gone to a couple of Fred Meyer stores up here, too. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
No, what's that?
Derek has, right?
Yeah, I've been there before.
Okay, they literally have everything, Tom, from video games to clothes to high-end jewelry to toys. It's to a full grocery store.
So it's like a super Walmart?
But way better. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I got a couple free things. They were giving away like some crap. I don't know. I didn't look at the bag yet. But you know what though? They have like a huge like fishing and like hunting section. Like you can buy a gun. So it's really something.
It's got like its own little Cabela's in there.
Yeah, that's how I'd explain it. But then it has like the at-home version of Big Y where it's got full rotisserie chickens, all that stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really something.
One-stop shopping.
Oh, yeah.
And did it have weed in that store, too?
No, those stores are all separate.
I see. So just random convenience stores can't dispense weed. You have to go to a special dispensary for it.
Yeah, there's actually a small chain which has like 3 or 4 stores.
What do they call themselves?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I did put a picture of it up on the page. And it's really weird because you walk into the store, you're in one separate room, and there's like a drive-through window, and the girl opens the window and you show your ID, and then they buzz you into the actual store.
Ah, security.
So,
For Myers?
No, for the marijuana stores.
Okay.
For Carl's Jr.
I did see that you went to, what was the burger place you went to?
I went to Jack in
the Box. Yeah,
and I went to Carl's Jr.
Nice.
And I went to Burgerland, which is like a local chain.
Is that their version of White Hut?
Yeah, I would say so. Yep. It's like all local meat, local produce. You know, they love that up here.
I was pretty psyched to see that your Freezer Iceman made it out for the trip.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. S-Dog has one.
Yeah, I thought that was his.
It was.
Yeah, it is. It looks a lot newer than mine. I think I'm going to have to buy a new one.
Yeah, there's a lot of great pictures on the Facebook page if all the knotheads want to check that out. And you did a lot on Twitter and Instagram as well, documenting your trip.
Thanks, Tom.
I noticed you met some really cool cosplayers while you were there at Wizard World. Why don't you talk about them a little bit? I know our intro tonight before the theme song opening was actually one of the girls you met, one of the cosplayers you met out there.
It's actually a group of 3.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. It's called the Hogoku
Tokyoku.
Spell that for me.
Cosplay Group?
I'm
going to spell it out for you. It's Hogyoku.
Y-O-K?
Hogoku.
It's Y or G?
Hogoku.
All right.
Hogoku Cosplay.
Tokyoku cosplay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Super Saiyan Goku?
I have the explanation of the entire name, but we'll get to that in a later episode.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool how they came up with the name. So there's a group of 3 of them. They were just walking around all weekend, and I happened to see them. I said, "Can I get a picture with you guys?" They said, "Sure." I said, "Hey, check out our podcast." I handed them all business cards. They handed me their business card, and we've been talking ever since. They're really awesome. They won the cosplay contest for group cosplay.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can check them out. They're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Nice. I see you also met the lovely Sony Erilyn.
Thank your mother for me. She passed her genes down to you in all the right places.
Oh, that was really something.
And you also met Britt Bliss.
Oh, she's filthy and fine.
That was awesome, too. The 2 of them cosplayed as Nikki and Brie Bella from the WWE.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was great. They were awesome, too. Just check them out at Britt Bliss on Instagram and Twitter and at Sonia Erlin on Instagram and Twitter. And tell them that Not Another Nerdy Podcast sent you.
Tell them Money sent you.
Tell them J Money sent you.
The man who brings the money.
I got their cards for business, too, and they have all ours, so we're all good friends now.
Nice. Wonderful. It's good to network with the peeps. And we love our cosplayer community, so it's always nice to add more members. Speaking of which, special shout out to Akita Owaki. She did a great job on the Valentine's Day special episode 9 that we did last week with her love advice. That was well received.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a great job. Thank you, Akita, as always. We'll be talking to her again soon. Probably have her on when Ghost in the Shell comes out because she knows a lot about anime, so she'd be good to have on for that episode.
That's a good idea.
Yep, I have them occasionally. I've
seen Ghost in the Shell before.
No. The live-action movie that's coming out with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, but I'm saying I've seen the original Ghost in the Shell.
Right. But I'm saying that when we actually go see the live action one that's coming out, and we do a review on the podcast for it, we'll have her on with us.
I'll only go see that live action if I have to buy a shitty Blu-ray to get a free movie ticket for it.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, maybe you can just sit out that episode and we'll have Akita on.
All right. Or I could buy all you guys Blu-ray sets with free tickets, but only J Money gets a free ticket.
Right. And we get stuck with $5 off coupons that we can't even use at the little movie theater that we go to that doesn't accept the promotion.
Or you can't sneak candy in.
You're right.
Hey, I had to pay 25 cents, okay?
Oh, you had to pay the tax? Sorry to hear that.
And one cool thing out here is that all the movie theaters have full bars.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yep, waitresses, full menus, reclining seats.
Very cool.
Well, I'm sure they go see a lot of movies up here because it rains all day, every day.
Yeah, they got nothing else to do but smoke pot and watch movies.
Is it raining men for S-Dog?
Yeah.
How is S-Dog?
He's great.
The knotheads have heard about this S-Dog, but they don't know who he is. So why don't you explain real quick who S-Dog is to them?
Well, he's J Money's best friend since like about 5th or 6th grade. And he lived out where we live in Massachusetts for most of his life. And then a few years ago, he had to move out here to Portland, Oregon for work.
And no one can blame him.
No, because he has a really good job, works for a really good company. And he moved out here with his family. And then here he is. And I decided to fly out and see him because I get so much vacation time from my job.
There you go.
And it was perfect because there was Wizard World Portland was out here. So we had a great time.
You got to kill two birds with one stone.
Sure did.
As they say. So getting back to Wizard World, I saw you went to a few panels. You got to see Jason Mewes of Jay and Silent Bob, Kevin Smith's View Askew character.
Snoochie Boochies. Who the fuck talks like that? That is fucking baby talk.
Oh, he was hilarious. He was so funny.
Yeah. Did he confirm or deny that they're doing a new Jay and Silent Bob movie?
He confirmed it's starting to shoot in August.
Awesome. And
I guess they were trying to do Clerks 3 first,
but somebody backed out.
Yeah, exactly. He
who
didn't say who, but I think it was the guy who played Randall.
It's the guy who played Randall, yeah.
But it's okay, yeah.
It was really hard for them to get him to come back for Clerks 2. He didn't even want to come back and do that movie, so I'm not surprised in the least that he has no interest in doing a third one.
Bunch of savages in this town.
And then he said they tried to get Mallrats 2 going, but they just couldn't get the financing together, I guess.
Which is strange to me, because you think in the days of Netflix original TV shows and Hulu making original programming, one of those online services would have picked that up as, a streaming type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know. And he also said that the original Mallrats was his favorite to film. He said it was so much fun.
That movie was fun. And
oh yeah,
and it's really weird too because Kevin Smith was posting a shit ton of pictures of like the entire cast. He actually got the entire cast to come back and agree to do it. So it's kind of a fucking shame that he goes through all that trouble and now he can't get the thing made. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it sucked, but yeah, new Jay and Silent Bob. The script is done. They're working out like the costumes and that kind of stuff, and like he was saying, it's going to start shooting in August.
It's just strange to me that someone was willing to back a new Jay and Silent Bob, but not willing to back a Mallrats 2 or a Mallrats TV series.
The thing is that Mallrats is owned by I'm not sure what company, but whatever company they're owned by, they didn't want to put the financing.
Oh, I see.
I think they're owned by Paramount. I think, but I'm not. I don't want to. Don't quote me on that. So. Right. They would have to be the ones to put up the financing, whereas Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes actually own Jay and Silent Bob.
So they can do what they want with it, yeah.
Yeah, they can kind of just go to any studio and show them the script, and if they like it, then they can make the movie.
Right.
Show me the money.
I get you. So you also met... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that he swore a lot, and he told some really funny stories. He said during the filming of Mallrats, he had his first threesome.
Nice. With two other guys?
No, 2 other girls. And he also said he got 3 STDs.
Oh no! Well, that's what'll happen.
So he said it was the time of his life, though.
Did he get anal from one of them, or both?
Nobody asked that.
Maybe he got anal from both. I would have asked him.
Yeah. Okay.
Did S-Dog ask any questions?
No, S-Dog didn't ask any questions.
Oh.
Neither of us asked any questions during any of the pants.
It's important information. You didn't ask Becky Lynch anything?
No.
You got to meet WWE superstar Becky Lynch, and you didn't ask her a damn thing.
Nope.
Damn it.
Well, who are these other idiots asking questions?
Oh, who do you want me to start with then?
I don't know. Who was asking Jason Mewes stupid questions?
Just fans that really knew a lot of stuff about them. Like I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was hardcore fans there, dude.
Like in the third scene of Clerks when you wore your hat sideways instead of.
No, they talked a lot about how they were on Degrassi.
Oh, Degrassi Junior High, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't really know anything about that.
Right.
I didn't even know they were on that.
Yeah, see, and then they talked a lot about his like drinking and drug addiction, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure that's
Like a
stuff
lot of-
he wants to discuss. Jesus Christ.
Well, no, he's
I would
7
much
years
rather,
sober.
yeah, but I would much rather hear about his threesome story and if he got anal from them or not than his drug addiction. Jesus Christ, who cares about that?
And then the Becky Lynch was just like all these girls that were like crying. They were so happy to meet her. That was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, this one girl who, was slightly autistic in a wheelchair. She brought, I guess it was her birthday like a week or two ago, and she brought her all this candy that she talks about on Twitter all the time. So, she couldn't go up to the stage and give it to her. So Becky actually came down. I posted a few pictures on the Facebook page. She came down and she accepted all this candy and hugged a girl, and the girl was just crying her eyes out, so happy to meet her.
Yep, those pictures are on the Facebook page. I'm actually looking at them right now.
They're on Instagram as well.
I see
Yep, she was really awesome. I gave her a business card too, so maybe she'll listen. Maybe she's listening to us right now.
Well, if she is, hello. Come on and be a guest host with us, won't you? Won't you honor us with that, Becky Lynch? We would love that.
WWE Women's Superstar Becky Lynch.
You could say, Becky Lynch, we knew you'd come.
Wait, Becky Lynch is with you right now recording with us?
I wish.
That's why S-Dog's been so quiet.
I don't know where he is in this mansion, dude. He could be like a quarter of a mile away.
Mansion.
How many bedrooms?
I want 4.
I don't know. I've never seen his house.
Oh, boy. There's two downstairs, but one... Actually, there's really 3 because they use one as like another living room. And then there's the 4 upstairs, and then there's the loft.
Wow.
And then there's it's a pretty big house.
How many bathrooms?
3. Master bathroom and the master bedroom, which has 2 sinks, his and her.
Oh, that's nice.
Then there's a bathroom upstairs. Then downstairs, there's another bathroom, and they're all full bathrooms too. There's no like half baths. They all have full showers.
Jesus, living the dream.
Life is good up here in Portland for him. I won't say it's not.
When's he going to come visit you so he can crash on your couch?
In March for the St. Patrick's Day Parade week.
Oh, he's coming home for that. Okay, good.
Me, him, and Derek are all going to SmackDown at Mohegan Sun.
Nice.
So we'll be posting about that a lot.
There you go.
And then I think we're going to make a stop to Patriots Place.
He's going to come crash at the money pad and sleep on a bunch of Funko Pops. Oh, fuck. So any other celebrity run-ins?
I went to a WWE Superstar AJ Styles panel.
Yep. We saw that.
That was the first thing we did on Friday night. That was awesome.
I saw
that
AJ,
was the same thing, too. It was like girls were just like crying because they were meeting him.
That's what happens. I'm amazed girls weren't crying when they met you.
Maybe that was money. Tell me that wasn't money.
After that, we went and played the beta version of Tekken 7.
Nice.
Which I think doesn't come out till June. So me and S-Dog played that a little bit.
Oh, at the show?
Yeah, at the show. Oh, they had Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Smash Brothers for Wii U. They had tournaments, all those games. On Saturday night, Jason Mewes was in a Tekken 7 tournament.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you could, he was fighting people up until he got beat. And then they did a few things where they picked like a couple like 10-year-old kids to play him, and he obviously let them win,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just for fun. That was awesome. We went to a Star Wars panel.
Oh, yeah? What was that about?
There wasn't like anyone from Star Wars there. It was just like a couple of moderators, and they were doing Star Wars trivia, and they were doing like Star Wars Jeopardy.
Were they giving away prizes?
Oh yeah, they were giving away tons of stuff.
Huh. Did you win anything?
I got a sticker. That was it. I wasn't picked for the game, so. And then they brought little kids up, and they asked them, "Who's your favorite Star Wars character and why?"
What'd they say?
Well, the one kid said Boba Fett because he has a rocket pack.
Right on.
I mean, that's obvious. One little girl said BB-8 because he's so cute.
Oh, God.
But no, it was a good time. It was really cool. It was a lot of just Star Wars people dressed up and stuff like that, going crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah, this con, it's big. It's in a big space, and it's not busy like New York and Rhode Island like we're used to. Like, it was really big and spacious. There was plenty of room to move around. One thing, though, that was weird was that it didn't seem like any of the employees were on the same page when it came to your beer.
What do you mean?
Well, like, we were at one bar that was in the convention center, and the guy's like, yeah, you can bring your can of beer anywhere in the convention center you want. We're like, okay. So then we get into the security line, and the security guard's giving us crap. No, you can't bring that beer in there. And we're like, well, the guy up there told us we could. And then they're like, oh, okay, I guess you can. So then they let us bring it in. So then I'm walking around with a can of beer, and another guy that works there goes, oh, you can't have a can of beer down here, sir. I'm like, well, I just went through security. They said I could. And he goes, no, it has to be in a plastic cup. Let me pour it in a plastic cup for you.
Why? What are you going to do with a can? You going to hurt someone with a can? You going to cut someone?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just strange. Like, everywhere I went, it was just...
I'm going to cut you.
Like,
I'm going to cut you with this aluminum can. Back the fuck up.
Yeah, it was just, like, weird. Like, everywhere I went. But the best thing about that was, or the funniest and most ironic, nobody ever took my beer away.
Well, there you go. Because that would be fight. That'd be grounds for a fight right there. Trying to take your beer.
Right.
Man, this is some bullshit.
That's pretty funny, though.
But yeah, it was a good con. It's not cheap, and to meet the celebrities, those lines are pretty long. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It was really more of a pop culture con. Like the comics, I could count on one hand how many comic vendors there were.
That's sad.
Really?
That's really sad.
Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, you're not going there to buy a lot of back issues.
No, that's too
bad. That's because it's Wizard World, that's why.
Yeah, there was a big emphasis on video games and, pop culture and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a really good time. I would go again. It was nice having a 3-day pass with a 5-minute walk to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. We weren't in a hurry to do anything or anything like that.
So did you see any of the other sights and sounds of Portland while you were out there? Any other interesting things besides the pot stores, obviously?
Well, it rains all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of homeless people, actually.
There's
a bunch of there's a lot of tent cities all over the place. It's kind of shocking at first.
Did you give any of them not another nerdy stickers to put on their tents?
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not going to waste it on them.
Why? Just because they have no way to download the podcast and listen?
I'm just going to say they don't have iPhones. Actually, they probably do have iPhones.
Yeah, but they could still, be part of Not Nation, even though they don't listen. We don't discriminate. We do not discriminate here.
No,
we welcome all with open arms. That's the one good thing about us and our podcast.
Yep.
We turn no one away. We're like the Statue of Liberty. Give me your poor, your downtrodden, your homeless living in tents in Portland. Give us your mansion living as dogs. Give them all to us.
No, it was a good con. We had fun. That's really my whole report on that.
Well,
follow all our new cosplay friends.
That's right. Make sure you get home safely. We need you for the parade. It's coming up in a couple weeks.
It's not easy getting out here, man.
Oof.
That first flight was almost over 4 hours.
That's rough.
And then I got off in Denver, Colorado, and then I had to wait an hour and then another 2.5 hours to get to here.
Man, you must have had a little jet lag, huh?
I'm still feeling it, dude. It's only 6:30 here, and it's I feel like feels like it's 9:30 to me.
Well, it's 9:30 here, so that's ironic.
So yeah, it's not easy.
Well, you'll be happy to know that by the time you get home, all the snow will practically be gone because it's been in the 50s the last couple of days.
Really?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. A good majority.
That is
of the
one
snow
thing.
melted.
Yeah, when I touched down and I walked out of the airport and it was 8 degrees, I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome."
Well, you're going to be coming home to that kind of weather because I think Wednesday's supposed to be 54 or 55, and the rest of the week's supposed to warm up.
Good, as long as the snow's gone before the parade.
Oh, I think it will be. It
Good.
will be. I think that was Mother Nature's last fuck you to us.
Go fuck yourself.
At least I hope it was. We don't need any more of that shit. We got enough snow in that 3-day period to last an entire winter. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we needed more leaks in the toy loft.
Oh, is the leak getting worse?
Nothing's happened at all. It's just kind of weird.
Is that why you didn't bother to come take my roof rake? I told you he asked to borrow the roof rake, and I'm like, yeah, it's in the backyard. Just come grab it. And then he never did.
Yeah, I was busy.
I'm like, obviously you didn't need it that badly because it's still sitting in my backyard. All right, well, awesome. Well, there is a couple little quick news bits. One's a sad bit. Unfortunately, since we do discuss wrestling on this podcast, it's only natural that we would acknowledge the passing of a couple of wrestlers. One, a wrestling legend, Mr. George the Animal Steele, the turnbuckle-biting motherfucker himself, passed away this week.
Elizabeth, pretty.
Yeah, wasn't he like a English teacher or something? Before?
Yeah, he was
professor.
He was a professor before he became a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So definitely not a moron. The guy was a smart cookie. So.
And then he became like a backstage guy for WWE. So like when we'd go to the shows and you'd look like down one of the corridors, you'd like see him standing down there.
He was also involved in one of the greatest matches of all time.
Which match would that be?
Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Macho Man Savage at WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, that's universally, basically, everyone universally says that's the best match of all time.
Yeah.
I love that match. I could watch that match like any day of the week. Twice on Sundays.
Derek met the Dragon last year.
I did.
I met Macho Man.
You did?
I did. He was Bonesaw McGraw in the original Spider-Man movie, and I met him on set. You forget I went out and was in Spider-Man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Forgot about that.
I was in the wrestling scene of Spider-Man.
Do you have any pictures of that at all?
Oh, I have a ton.
Well,
Really?
he's in the movie. What does he need pictures for? He lived it.
Well, pictures with the Macho Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Money knows me, Derek. I snuck a camera in there. Absolutely.
Right.
Oh, sure.
Like a Kodak Instamatic
Oh,
camera?
a disposable. I tucked it in the hood of my sweatshirt because they were patting people down, but they didn't think to pat my hood.
What year was that?
Oh, boy. When was this?
2001.
Spider-Man came out in, 2001, so it was...
Well, it came out in 2002, so...
Yeah, it was probably, 2000, 2001, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So none of the phones had cameras yet back
No. I didn't have a phone with a camera, even if I wanted to do that. But,
you got to find a picture of you and the Macho Man and post it on the Not Another Nerdy Podcast Facebook page.
They were being, like, super secretive on that Spider-Man set, and they were checking everybody... There was no way anyone was getting anything in, except they didn't think to check the hood of my sweatshirt. So I brought it in, and actually the guy that I was with, Mike, was like, if you get caught and they throw us out of here, I'm like, that's not going to happen. So I got in there. I got the disposable camera. I got pictures of Bruce Campbell, who was the ring announcer. I got pictures with all those Glow lady wrestlers that were Bonesaw's women.
Oh, really? I never knew that those were Glow wrestlers.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I got to hang out with them, and they were mad cool. Yeah, it was. That's actually a really great story. I don't know if I've ever told that before on my previous podcast, So Wizard.
I don't think you did.
I've heard bits and pieces of it here and there.
The story goes that my buddy Mike moved out to L.A., and he knew I was a gigantic Spider-Man fan, so he came home for Christmas, and while he was home, he came down to Theodore's, where I was working at the time.
Is he friends with Ed?
Yes, he is. He was living with Ed at the time. I actually crashed with him and Ed out there.
I didn't know Ed was out there at that time.
Yeah, that's who I stayed with.
Oh, okay.
So they were roommates out there. But anyway, so he came home and he knew I was a big Spider-Man fan. He said they are starting filming on Spider-Man and they're looking for extras for a couple of the scenes. And I said, oh my God, that would be so amazing if I could be in Spider-Man. He said, come out. If you can get out there, you got a place to stay. I said, all right. And I did it. I flew out there for a week, stayed with him and Ed, and while we were out there, we got passes to be extras on the set for that wrestling scene in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man. And the best part is, the first day, we were stuck in nosebleeds. I'm like, there's no way we're going to be anywhere near the camera. No one's ever going to know we were here. So I'm like, this
was it at an arena?
Yeah. Well, it was no, it wasn't in an arena. It was a made up arena in a sound on the sound lot, on the sound stage or whatever. In one of the buildings, they made like a fake arena.
Oh, okay.
And they put a wrestling ring in the center of it. But anyway, we're sitting up top, and I'm like, there's no way anyone's ever going to fucking see us, and that sucks. So he's like, well, the only people in the bottom rows are all the paid extras, like the people who actually have, SAG slips. They're actually in Screen Actors Guild. I said, well, why can't we do that? And he's like, I don't know, I guess we could. So we went to some trailer, and we managed to talk our way into getting paid to be extras in the Spider-Man movie. And I still have my SAG slip. They give you like a little slip. And apparently if you get 3 of them, you can then pay union dues and become part of the Screen Actors Guild. So anyway, I have this thing proving that I actually got paid to be in Spider-Man the movie. And so we got in the 3rd row up from the bottom of this ring. So in the movie, when Macho Man, a.k.a. Bonesaw McGraw, says the line,
"Hey, Freak Show, I got you for 3 minutes of playtime."
When he's saying that line and he's twiddling his fingers, if you look over his shoulder, you will see me and my friend Mike right over his shoulder acting like assholes, waving our arms around, pretending to scream. That was the funny thing about it. It was a silent set, but you had to act like you were making a ton of noise. So like we're like pretending we're yelling, our mouths are wide open, and we're like flailing like lunatics, even though no one's making any sound at all.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was actually very strange, but whatever. They needed to get Macho Man his line of dialogue, so they added in the noise after the fact. Like all that crowd noise you hear in that scene, that was all added in after the fact. That was not live. So
kind of how like the sound drops don't actually happen during our show, like because you add them in afterwards.
Shut up.
No, that's not entirely true. Some of them I play live and you guys hear, and some of them I add in after the fact for, comedian.
I
never hear any
added
sound
in
drops.
by magic.
They are added in by magic.
I am magic.
That's what I thought.
We are magic.
I also thought, Tom, that you were going to say after you got 3 of those SAG cards that you could go to Wizard World and charge like $95 for an autograph.
That would be pretty amazing. I'm the guy in the 3rd row over Bonesaw McGraw's shoulder in Spider-Man. That's $25, please.
Do you get invitations to the SAG Awards every year?
No, I only got 1 slip. But I guess the way it works out there is if you get 3 of them, you can actually become part of the Screen Actors Guild. And obviously, it's a lot easier to get acting jobs, if you're a member of the Screen Actors Guild. So all the extras fight to get these little parts so that they can get their little SAG slips.
Derek, did you just unlock an achievement?
No, that was Dr. Bill signed online.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Did you hear it?
I heard that loud and clear.
I'm staring at the TV. I'm not doing anything. Fucking Dr. Bill blowing her spot up.
Good job, Dr. Bill. But anyway, so the story is that's how I got on Spider-Man set. And so since we were paid actors, extras, whatever you want to call it.
Wouldn't you even gotten paid even if you were the nosebleeds originally?
No, because it was volunteer work. The way that we got initially on the set was we volunteered to be extras in this scene. There's no way they were going to pay all of those people. But the ones that were down on the bottom rows, like the front few rows, were actually paid Screen Actor Guild extras because they might actually they're going to be on screen a lot, and B, they might have a line or two. One of the people in there had a line when they dropped the cage down. He stood up and yelled, "Cage!" But anyway.
Are you in any of the deleted scenes?
Delete.
I'm in the deleted scenes for the World Unity Festival where the Green Goblin first attacks.
The delete scenes?
The delete scenes, that's right. Yeah, because I actually went back and I was an extra for that as well, but I didn't make the final cut of the movie in that scene. But I am in the deleted scenes.
Deleted!
But you're not in any of the credits, though, right?
No credit. I get no credit.
How did they pay you?
Are you in the after credit stuff?
No, I didn't get that.
There's no post credit. You and Macho Man hanging out in a diner, drinking beers, eating. In the middle of New York, the Battle of New York,
having shawarma.
How did they pay you?
What do you mean? How did they pay me?
Cash?
No,
a
check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I ended up making $180 for the 3 days, and it paid for half my plane fare out there. So,
did they pay you in pumpkin bombs?
No, web cartridges actually.
Web cartridges? There was no web cartridges in that movie.
No, you're right. He had organic web fluid. You're right. Good catch by you, J Money. Keeping me honest. But anyway, I probably shouldn't be admitting this, but I think by now, if someone was going to arrest me, they'd be beating down my door. But I snuck backstage and I popped a peek at some of the other props and other sets that were going to be in the movie, and I may or may not have obtained some props, some backstage stuff. I may or may not have done that. And I may
So you have like a life-size goblin glider hanging in your room?
Yeah, that would have been a little hard to sneak out under the hood. No, nothing like that. But I've got some memorabilia from that movie. I have some nice mementos of my time on the Spider-Man set.
Did you bring a Watto statue under your hoodie there?
Anyways, so
I did see a carded Watto figure at the convention, and I put it up on our pages.
I saw that. You guys love busting chops about that.
That'll never get old, dude.
I know. I
never bought one.
I still want to know who it is, though.
Well, he's a fan of Clerks.
And Big Lebowski.
You know, this could be a lot more complex. I mean, it might not be just such a simple, you know?
Yeah. I hate Big Lebowski.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
You're insane.
Mike loves that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, interesting. Iron Mike likes Clerks and The Big Lebowski. And
he likes Star Wars.
He does.
And
I heard he likes the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, we were going to have him on tonight to talk about that, but unfortunately he must have fallen asleep because he's got to get up and milk some cows. But it's my understanding he got a little preview of the Nintendo Switch.
He did. I have talked with him about it, and he was able to play it for a little bit. He said it was cool, but he wouldn't give anything away for free to me until we interview him.
Well, then why didn't he show up tonight?
I don't know. Because he's just going to wake up at 3 a.m. to take care of animals.
Would he prefer to give us a preview review on it after it fucking comes out and everyone else plays it? Is that what he would rather do? Because that seems to be what's going to happen.
I mean, this is the earliest we're ever going to record in history.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if there was ever a time for him to be on, it's today.
It's this episode, right?
Yeah.
Unless Jay Money or I move to Oregon.
Right.
To live in S-Dog's loft.
Yeah, speaking of S-Dog, the dinner's almost ready.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, he's got a woman that makes dinner for him.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, like a in-home chef, I guess you'd call it.
It's pretty awesome. It's a good thing to have, you know.
But she said she'll save me a plate and she'll heat it up for me after.
Awesome. Well, we're almost done.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so
she does the grocery shopping.
Yep.
Well,
yep. My wife does all that stuff too. She just doesn't give me, you know. Well, we talked about last week.
Except it's not his wife.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying? It's like a personal chef.
Oh,
really?
Family? Yeah, like for the family.
Oh, I assumed Mrs.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I assumed Mrs.
No, I'm not talking about Mrs. S-Dog.
Oh, I assumed you were.
No, he has a woman that comes in every day or every other day, and she goes to the shopping, then she prepares the meals for them. She makes the school. Yes.
Jesus.
Where does Mrs. S-Dog do?
She works full time.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Well, money.
Yeah, she's a...
Tell S-Dog to bring that chick with him when he comes to the parade day so that she can be our bartender and make all our drinks for us.
Yeah, who's going to make us food at the parade day party?
We have someone that makes the corned beef and cabbage every year.
Beautiful.
And I bartend.
You aren't going to be in any condition to bartend.
I'll be taking video.
You aren't going to be in any. You
aren't
going to be in any condition to podcast either. Now that I think about it, we're going to have to record on a different day.
No, S-Dog can fill in for.
No, he's not doing it. He's a Sally.
Shady.
How would you know, Tom? You haven't been there for a few years.
Yeah, well,
you don't know what it's like.
It's called having a job
and driving a truck.
That's right.
Having a job of driving a truck.
That's right. Don't worry. This year I will be in attendance.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I already took the day off.
So somebody leaked the Nintendo Switch early? Like, how did this happen that Iron Mike got to play it? It isn't out for 2 more weeks.
Well, basically, all the Nintendo reps were given a Wii U to share with friends and family only, but they were told...
Wii U?
I'm sorry, a Switch, same thing.
Delete!
They were given explicit instructions not to share anything on social media, no pictures, no nothing.
And how'd that work out for them?
Well, fine for Iron Mike's party, but not for other people on the interweb.
Some guy already took one apart.
Really?
He did what you call a tear down. You take pictures as you take the entire thing apart. Yeah, here it is.
Oh yeah,
so you can
kind of
put it
like the
back
opposite of Lego videos that we make.
Yeah, you take it apart instead of putting it together.
I don't know. It might be fun to take a video of me taking apart a Lego with a bat.
Or if your wife did that.
Oh, she would love to do that. She'd like to take a bat to many of my things.
I know Dr. Bill's cats have wrecked many of his Legos.
Including the Simpsons playhouse.
I know they did his giant Star Destroyer. The cat trashed that. The thing's like $1,000.
Derek, are you washing dishes right now? What's going on over there? You do realize we're recording a fucking podcast, right?
Are you doing all your errands at the same time?
What are you doing? Are you like running water?
No, I just dropped my phone. I'm sorry.
Someone was just running water.
No, it was probably me. I dropped my phone. So it sounded like I was running water.
You're so full of shit.
What?
That was.
I just had to plug my wire back in.
That was running water. Or I am.
I don't know, maybe it was the next door neighbor.
Or I am Tom's Watto statue. That was running water.
I don't know. I didn't hear it. I didn't have my headset plugged in.
That's some bullshit.
Derek is full of shit, but you know what Matt Hardy says we're full of?
They do have magic within them.
Magic.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We have magic within us. So, all right. So the Switch got leaked, and Iron Mike says it's good, or what did he say about it?
Yeah, he said it was good, but like I said, that's all he said. He was very vague and quiet about it.
It would have been awesome to have him on to talk more about it.
I know. It's just me making up a story of something I don't know anything about.
It sounds like this isn't really true. All the knotheads are like, yeah, sure he did. Sure this happened.
Yeah.
Sure he was virtually milking cows without you.
Hey, I got a picture of it, but I just can't show anyone. I don't want his friend, my friend's friend, to lose his job.
This is like, I swear I won the lottery. I have the winning ticket, but I can never cash it in. Sure, buddy. I won Mass Millions. I just can never show you the winning ticket and cash it in. But I swear I won. Anyway. All right, well, Iron Mike, thanks for coming on this week and
thanks for nothing
and breaking that for us. I will say, J Money. You know what, J Money? While I'm bringing up Iron Mike, you owe that kid an apology.
No, I don't. He's a fucking sellout.
No, dude, you were rough on him. I re-listened to episode 8, and you were pretty rough on him. He was nice to step in, fill in for you on episode 7, and then you called him a weirdo. That was rough.
Wow.
That was rough. That's not nice.
Well, you know.
Surely you didn't mean that.
Okay, we're losing more viewers just like we did last week.
Right, we're losing listeners.
Listeners, yeah.
Money's just busting balls. It's all in good fun.
When Iron Mike finally admits that he's Watto's statue, or Tom's
he's
Watto's
not.
statue.
Is that why
he's
you have
not, dude?
But is that why you have such vitriol towards him? Is that why? Because you think he's lying about Watto's being Watto's statue?
Yeah, it's not your Watto statue story. If that was the case, I could see Tom being really mad at Mike.
I still think it's him.
It's not. I can tell you it's not. I vouch for Iron Mike. He's not Tom's Watto statue.
Why, is it you? Is it you, Derek?
No, it's not me. I don't have time for that.
It's definitely not him. He doesn't listen to your old podcast. He never did.
Yeah, I did. I used to.
Well, speaking of that old podcast, shout out to our Nerd Podcast Mafia members. So Wizard Podcast, Fans on Patrol, Cult 45, Dork of All Trades, Nerdtastic 4, Superhero Speak, Open All Powers, and Geek Yogurt Podcast. What's up? What's up? What's up? Why is that funny?
I'm just laughing. I'm just thinking about running water.
You were running water, you fucking liar.
That should be my sound drop every time you introduce me now at the beginning of the show.
You're just going to turn on the faucet?
I thought it was supposed to be the kitchen timer.
Oh yeah, I like the kitchen timer better.
Yeah, the kitchen timer.
Or like the toaster popping.
Or Bill popping online and making that noise.
Lego my egos.
All right, boys. Well, why don't we wrap it up? It's kind of a light news week, except we didn't mention the second wrestler who passed away. Derek?
The what?
The second wrestler who passed away, besides George the Animal Steel. We got in on a tangent and we forgot about it.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear. He passed away the day after George the Animal Steel did, so a very, very sad weekend in the wrestling world.
Yeah, it sucks. And we lost Jimmy Snuka a couple weeks ago. It's been rough, man. Rough.
Mm-hmm.
Rough year for the wrestling community.
Mm-hmm.
So, All right, well, how about some recommendations for the knotheads out there this week? So that Derek,
I feel like
Derek can get back to his picnic or whatever the fuck he's working on over there.
Tom, I feel like every episode we talk about a dead wrestler.
We do. It's sad.
We do, yeah.
It's really sad.
Oh.
Yeah. How about you, Derek? Anything you want to recommend to the knotheads out there? Everyone in Knot Nation? Something they need
this
to know?
This week, nothing other than just check out all the new Toy Fair 2017 pictures that are blowing up the internet right now.
Yeah,
we'll be going over some of that next week.
I was going to say, we'll be talking about Toy Fair 2017 on next week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Money? Anything you want to recommend to all of the knotheads out there?
I just recommend everyone check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook page, and follow all of our new cosplay friends at Brit Bliss, at Sonia Arlin, and our new besties at Hoguku Cosplay.
Hey, Knotheads. This is Hogyoku Cosplay.
Awesome. And if they go to our Facebook page, they can see we shared your pictures of meeting all of those people so they can see exactly who we're talking about.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure I'll be posting more as I go through my phone with more pictures that I've taken.
Cool. Well, you better make an album and organize that shit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you. All right, well, I will recommend that you guys all check out all things Not Another Nerdy Podcast on social media at Not Podcast 1. It's real simple to remember.
Thought that was Jay Money's recommendation.
It was.
You gotta have something different.
All right, fine. Well, I will recommend...
The Blacklist.
Yeah, exactly.
The Brown List.
Blacklist Redemption.
I will recommend the Blacklist.
The White List.
I actually just got caught up on it. And Blacklist Redemption, the spinoff show, is going to be starting up soon. Actually, next week.
I'm behind a couple episodes on this season Blacklist.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Jay Money would hate that show.
Oh, well.
He would be so bored with that show, Tom.
No, well, he doesn't have to watch it. I'm not recommending it to him.
It's not Jason Voorhees killing people in New York City, so Jay Money would hate it.
Probably.
The sad thing is he didn't kill many people in New York City.
No, he didn't.
3/4 of the movie, he was on a boat trying to get to New York City.
A motherfucking boat.
And then the other 3/4 he spent chasing that stupid couple around.
Well, no, he was on the boat first, and then they made it to New York, and he chased the stupid couple around, and oh Lord! And then he got washed away by like radioactive sewage.
Oh, that was awful. I remember that.
That was a low point in that entire series.
It was.
My favorite Friday the 13th was Jason Goes to Space.
Oh, Jason X?
Yeah.
Part 10?
Yep.
That was pretty good. He got remade. The machine made him.
He got upgraded.
He got upgraded, got the new mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I was always a fan of Freddy vs. Jason, but
that was okay.
That was terrible. Maybe just because I was never a Freddy fan. So.
How sweet, fresh meat.
It had that girl from Destiny's Child that nobody cared about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The one with the short hair.
Kelly
Ripa.
No.
Kelly Rowland.
Thank you.
She was in that video with Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
The thong song.
That wasn't.
Speaking of Nelly, that's a great time to play this drop.
About time you got to that.
I've had that, buddy. I've just been saving it for a special occasion.
Now it is. Tom, one last thing I want to say about Jason Mewes.
What is it?
Is that he's a huge Injustice fan. He actually talked about that for about 10 minutes during the panel.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know, but I guess he's a huge gamer.
Wow.
And I guess he talked about how that's his main game, and he's just so excited for the new one coming out, like we are.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. They asked him actually on stage when he was doing the Tekken thing, and they were interviewing him because the whole thing was on Twitch and all that crap. They asked him who was his favorite character, and he goes, all of them. So it was pretty badass.
All right, well, my recommendation is The Blacklist and also Lego Batman if you haven't seen it. I find it fucking hilarious that in its second week in the theaters, Lego Batman outgrossed The Great Wall by about...
that came out?
Yeah.
That finally came out.
Great Wall made I think 15 million or 16 million, and Lego Batman did over $30 million in its second week. blew
Yeah, but
it
that movie will probably do
out
like
of the
500
water.
million in overseas.
Yeah, maybe in China.
Yeah.
When it opens in China, it'll be huge.
Or on the other side of the wall. Was
Right.
that also China? Or?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Either way, that movie looks fucking awful. I have no interest in seeing it.
I'll see. I'll rent it.
Why,
at
isn't it just like Hawkeye in China?
You're right.
Like ultimate Hawkeye in China?
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
I was looking for Mockingbird to be in the background and Wonder Man in his green and red outfit, but I couldn't see it anywhere.
What about Tigra?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now
She's probably in the litter box or something.
Now Derek's eating like an apple.
What? No?
I
I would
feel
hear me
like-
if I was eating an apple.
I feel like you've prepared a 4-course meal during this podcast.
Seriously.
And then did the dishes.
Something is going on over there.
I will recommend egg and cheese sandwich on a bagel and cottage cheese.
I will recommend anything at Jack in the Box.
They could have brought some home for us.
Or Carl's Jr.
All right, boys. Well, let's wrap it up this week.
Okay, bye.
No. You can go eat Mrs. S. Dog's.
I got like prime rib waiting for me.
Yeah, go eat
downstairs.
Mrs. S. Dog's food that she prepared for you.
Well, she didn't make it.
Right, I get it. But she's serving it. She said she's going to reheat it for him. She's doing her part.
No, that was the woman that was going to reheat it for me.
Does the woman have a name, for God's sakes?
I honestly don't know.
All right, that's nice. You better get her name if she's cooking for you. That's all I got to tell you.
Consuela.
I haven't been here for dinner that often. We've been out.
Right. All right, boys. Well, on behalf of my magical and metal co-hosts, Mr. D-Rock, Derek Metris.
Later.
All right, go finish making your dinner or whatever you're doing. Go fix your plumbing. And, of course, the man who brings the money, Mr. J Money.
Snoochie Boochies.
My name is Tom Van Zant. This has been Not Another Nerdy Podcast. Episode number 10. We're in double digits now, bitches. We'll talk to you next week. Until then, bye-bye.
We run the garbage disposal now?
No, I just disconnected it a while ago.
We just loading a gun?
What are you doing over there, Derek?
Just popping a beer.
Oh, it's noisy as fuck. Jesus, loudest fucking beer I've ever heard.
I thought you were tapping a keg.
All right, boys, I gotta go catch some sleep before I gotta be up at the ass crack of dawn. Money, have a safe trip back, buddy.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. I'll be posting pictures of the trip the whole time, so.
Awesome.
When are you coming back?
Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
I don't have much time left here.
Who's picking you up from the airport?
I parked my car there.
Oh, okay.
I parked in the garage, too. It's going to cost like $100.
Oh, boy.
I was running late.
Oh, you flew there? I thought you Ubered there.
No, I teleported.
Oh, that's right.
Magic.
I was broadcasting the entire thing.
Why didn't you just teleport from your house to there instead of driving your car and then teleported?
Even teleporting has a layover.
That's right.
So I teleported to Denver, Colorado first.
Right.
Makes sense.
And his car is kind of like Vanguard 1. He needed it to teleport, so he had to bring the car to the airport so then he could teleport.
Right. And then I had to go to the chicken place in Denver and find the chicken to teleport me to Portland. I went through all this on Facebook.
This is magical. There's magic within you, J Money. All right, boys. Have a good night. J Money, go reheat your food. Go have S Dog's wife reheat your food for you. That some other woman made. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Later.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.